Okay, so we are on number. What number are we on, guys? I forgot. Wow. Okay, so number 10. And then that says 216 to the x power equals 6x, or 60x power plus 10. Okay, so you see how this side has a base of 6? What you want to try to do is see if you can make this have also the base of 6. Because if you do, you can make the exponents equal to each other and solve. So now 6 to what power would be 216? 6 times what, 6 to what power?
You smart and strong.
On a calculator, it's very easy because you could do roots. You could figure it out pretty fast. Without a calculator, it takes a little bit more time. So 6 times itself, how many times is 216? One way you could do it, even with a non-scientific calculator, is just multiply it. 6 times 6 equals 36 times 6 equals 216. So it actually ended up being 3 times, right? So you could rewrite this as a 6. We said it was to the third power, right? 6 to the third power times x equals 6x plus 10. I just wrote it down the same. And 3 times x would be 3x equals x plus 10. Now you just have to solve for x, right? You can set it equal. Okay, to solve for x, what must you get rid of? Well, let's take away the x on both sides, and it does turn into a 2. And then divide. X would equal 5. Okay, that's number 10. Those are the steps. We'll do number 11. Goes to you in the front here. No, it's your turn, right? Okay. You'll do number 11. It's the same thing, except this time I can look at this and notice there's something a little different. Excuse me. Are you ready for the next question? Or are you still writing this one down?
Right now.
You ready? Yeah? Okay. No, we're recording, so. Sorry, I usually only record if I'm having a sub. In this case, I'm feeling a little under the weather, so my students are understanding a little bit that we're having to do it this way. And that way my next class, when I call in sick tomorrow, we'll have a lesson. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so number 11. We have 64. Then you have 2x plus 4 equaling 16. 5 to the x. Okay, so remember, you have to have the same base number, right? So the temptation is to turn this 64 into a 16. That would be one temptation to do that. But there might be a smaller base number that you can use. So, for instance, 4 can go into both of these. 16 is 4 to what power? Actually, 4 times 4 would be 16. Okay, 64 is 4 to what power? Be the third power. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. Now we just multiply. Now notice that on this one here, you see how there's 2 terms you have to multiply by? There's the 2x plus 4. So it's like you're using the distributive property. You're multiplying the 3 to both. So it's like 4. 3 times 2 is 6x. 3 times 4 is 12. This equals 4. 2 times 5 is 10x. Okay, now you have the same base, right? Once you have the same base, you can set these equal to each other. So what would I write next? If you get rid of the base number, right, because of the same, what would you have? And 6x plus 12 equals 10x, right? Now you just solve for x. What would you take away from both sides? There's a quicker way, though. That would work. There's a faster way. That would work also. I was going to do that too. But I noticed if you do this right away, you can get it in one more move. So the other ways also work. There's not a wrong answer. What would be the last step on this one to get solve for x? So what's the 4 doing to the x? It's multiplying. So the last step would be to... Good. So then you would have 3 equals x. Oh, that's the same thing as saying x equals 3. So that would be the right answer for that one.